Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? Yeah, with another little quick little pop up show. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if y'all was tuned into the show last night, I said that we most likely we were gonna get some news on the JPJ situation, and uh and we did. Uh, yeah, so we got some news on the JPJ situation. He went to court this morning, um, and to be honest, he got the best possible outcome he could get. Um, his defense team, the kids, lawyers, and the prosecuting team, they all agreed to basically he got like a deferment, right? And the stipulations of it is he has to complete certain courses that they mandated for him. The course is about 6 months long. If he complete the courses and stay out of trouble for that span of 6 months, they'll wipe all the charges off his record. All right. So in all actuality, that was the scenario for him. The lawyer did his job. Um, the kid agreed to the stipulations and things. So at this point, it's time to move forward. Put this shit behind you. Hold on. Oh, so the showing y'all link ain't. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna try it in here one more time, but then. Man, what's happening, baby? Yeah, man. Man, I told you I'd probably come on once I found out what was going on with the JPJ situation. I was at work and stuff, so I had to, you know, yeah, though. Um, for y'all that just coming in, well, first, Antonio, is that link working? But I'm gonna put it in the group chat. Check that out. All right. So this will happen with James Pierce this month. They He accepted the plea deal. All right. So the stipulations of it, the stipulations of the plea deal is basically that he got to take certain courses or whatever. All right. If he complete the courses, all of it adds up to like 6 months. If you complete the courses, all the charges will be dropped. All right. So with that, I mean, you can go ahead and guarantee it. He's about to go on the commissioner exempt list, right? All right. So with him going on the exempt list, they're going to wait. Well, they can go ahead and pass that suspension. Like he's still gonna get suspended. Like there's no getting around that because basically, um, basically what it's saying is we just don't. we have the evidence. We just don't want to go further with it, right? So just be going on about your business. All right. Damn, Tony. Hey, that John loud as hell.
What?
Background.
What's loud as hell?
The background. It's like a what you got TV on in the background?
Nah, my TV off now. I turned it off as soon as I got on.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. What's happening?
What's good?
Sitting there breaking into shit.
Going
So
back and forth, with people in ABG. I just gotta let them
I
have it
don't.
because it's a difference when you can go back, nigga. I'm talking about real talk. When you can go back and me and you done had this conversation from day one, bruh. And what did I
Yeah.
say?
You said you will be all right. So just wait. There's too much money involved. I give you that. Because
Yeah,
I said that he probably end up going to jail. I'm gonna be honest. So James
yeah.
Pierce, and if y'all watch the show, y'all seen me say this a couple of times. He's probably going to jail. So James Pierce, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I'm man enough to goddamn when I'm wrong. My apologies is as loud as my mistake.
See,
I
folks,
ain't got no
watch and
problem with that.
see how easy that was. That man apologized for sipping on the Kool Aid, but at the same time, like I agree with you, Winston. Like when people fail to realize that in that situation, and I don't condone nothing that James Pierce Jr. did, nothing at all. But at the same time, us as men know that a woman can pull out the worst in a person and egg some shit on. And a lot of people don't know like her contribution to the whole situation. That's why Jay Pierce Jr. from the very beginning said he had his own evidence. But his lawyers did not. They told me, "Oh, what was reported? What was reported?" No, he didn't disclose nothing that he had. And like you said earlier, and I agree with you totally. Like, don't think that James Pierce Jr. didn't have to sign no NDA.
Yeah, nine
Even when
percent
even
somewhere
when it
along the line.
comes to like her the stuff that she did or the stuff that she said or the stuff like, and if he had evidence of that, like yeah, you was right. Like that could hurt her brand. So people sit
Yeah,
there
because
talking
like
about, oh, she's
if it
protecting James Pierce Jr. from the beginning. No, don't think that he wasn't protecting her too, though. Even
if
though he was
it's
doing the bullshit
like
that he was
it's
doing.
more of a it's more of a case of like mutual destruction
Right,
because
exactly.
he because when his lawyer first spoke, he was like, um, there are facts that will come to light when we get to trial.
Right.
He maintained his innocence, this that, and the third.
And I've
All right.
always said from
Now
the very
Ricky,
beginning, like a good lawyer and money will take you a long way when it comes to that court system, bro. Uh,
say,
when it first came out and they dropped that with that whole hitting the police officer, I was like, "Yep, here we go." And then here come the rest of the stuff coming down the pipeline. People saying, "Oh yeah, he's still guilty until he completes his program." Y'all can sit up there and say that the penalty of him not completing the program, it'll be because he didn't complete the program. It won't be because he still got them charges and stuff like that. That ain't the case at all. That's why when we
oh
talk
no,
about blank,
no, it will. Like if he don't complete the program, then they're going forward with the charges.
that
That's
part I understand, bro. That part I understand. But I'm saying, as far as him, when the penalties and stuff like that, like when people sit up there throwing that man under the bus and stuff like that, like people fail to realize we as men, excuse me, we make mistakes, but to sit up there, that's like me judging you or you judging me. Like, like I was watching a program earlier with Shannon Sharp when he was talking to what's my man name? Uh, that's always crying in the interviews. NBA player.
Michael Beasley.
Yeah, Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley says something that a lot of people need to pay attention to. He said birds fly and fish swim. We all breathe air though. So for us to sit back and you judge another man based on his actions and acting like you ain't never been in a fucked up situation where you couldn't control your emotions, use a fucking lie. That's how you learn.
Yeah, you got to
That's
make
how you
mistakes to
learn.
learn.
But as far as like trying to judge somebody, like nah, I stood on that from day one. Day one. I'm not gonna sit back and judge that man because there's a lot of stuff that people don't know. It's a lot of stuff that people do not know. And I'm not talking about just having a lawyer and money and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff like we sat there, we listened to the whole 911 call and stuff like that. Nobody in here knows what that woman, the texting back and forth or them talking back and forth. Nobody knows what she said.
That's what I said.
Nobody knows
Like
what she
when we were
said.
talking about it, that's what I was saying. Like when we were talking earlier, I was like, for her, cause like she was adamant. She was adamant about going forward. She said that and said it numerous times.
Right.
For her to get to this point, and for her to say, you know what? All right, I'm cool with on jump. Let them do this court, whatever. We stay away from each other, whatever, whatever. I'm not saying that it's 100% true, but there is the possibility that there was something that his lawyers were and used during trial, and they went to a trial, and would have hurt her brand.
Mm-hmm. So all of it would have came out.
Yeah, because all of them come out of that.
That's why you won't hear nothing else about it until like when he complete this program and stuff like that. And people gonna still like, yeah, we got to go through that whole process of the booze and people talking shit and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like the same people that's in the group right now still talking shit and want that man to get want still
I mean,
want that man to be still want that man to be crucified and all that other shit. Man, don't ever let yourself get in a situation where somebody can sit back and prejudge you and tell somebody like what they think should happen to you when they don't know all the facts and they don't know all the circumstances. But at the end of the day, money and a good lawyer go a long way. Nobody
I
know the
give you that. I
conversation
agree
that
with
he
that.
had that these lawyers had with a district attorney. Nobody know none of that. Nobody know like if it was an outside settlement where Rakia probably got paid off or whatever. Hell yeah, there's a great possibility that she did.
Either that or there's something to take to go with a civil suit.
Right. Like
Like
there's
that's
there's a
possible.
whole
Like
lot of
they,
things that people don't know. Don't know.
yeah, like
But at the end of the
that
day,
that
like
that
even
could come across the tickers. Go
like
ahead,
even
son.
even right now, there's dudes in the group talking about, oh well, now is a good time for us to trade James Pierce Jr. Bro, James Pierce Jr. ain't going nowhere.
No,
He's not
I
going
highly doubt it.
anywhere. So just get off that whole narrative. Oh, he's at least worth a first round pick. Dude, the man is not going anywhere. So y'all can just let that ride and just leave it alone.
Like if they were gonna move James Pierce Jr., they would have moved him a long time ago. Like the Falcons said numerous times, hey, we reserve a comment, da 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 da, and they just sat back and let it play his self out. If they were gonna move James Pierce Jr., they would have did that shit way back when the news first broke. Like somewhere within those first couple of days, either we would have cut him, we would try to trade him, something would have ended up happening. The longer he just sat on the team, the more inclined you are to, well, hey, if he don't get no jail time, he's coming back to the Falcons.
Right.
That's a lot. He's
And
coming
that's
back
why
to the
that's
Falcons.
why they like
Now,
even when we had that whole discussion when it came down to, well, he was like, oh, don't get it, don't. Arthur Blank gonna let that man go. And we said it then, like, no, he not, because if he was gonna do it, he would have did it a long time ago.
yeah, he would have did this shit a long time ago.
The lawyers knew more than any of us jailhouse lawyers ever knew, and they knew what was going on behind the scenes. And I guarantee whatever was going on, And like even when we discussed last week, like whatever James Pierce Jr. is doing as far as this plea agreement goes, it'll be known. And I said no, it won't be known until the day of, because simple fact is, when it comes down to it, it's a whole lot of stuff where I can sit back and like somebody can come to your house and arrest you and be like, oh, because you did this, that, and the third to your girl, but never knowing. And I'm not condoning nothing that this man did. Don't get it twisted. Not knowing the shit that your girl did behind the scenes. But we all know that women can sit up there and play victim, which she was a victim, but those to the limit of whatever shit was. She had a lot to do with it too, though. She had a lot to do with it too. So people can sit up there and they can say whatever, but if we gonna sit up there, there's no reason why, with all the shit that James Pierce Jr. had, all the charges that he had, and to the point where they dismissed him and gave him basically like a slap on the wrist, though, complete this anger management class or take these courses or whatever, and we make it all disappear. Man, that's that man lawyers and money. And because they probably on the other side, Rakia didn't want to get dragged through the mud either.
Look, because if they went to trial, like it was gonna be some shit that came out from
Exactly.
from from his side about her. Like there's no getting
Exactly.
around it. Because they're not like James Pierce's lawyer is not just gonna sit there and let them just sit there and bash
And
him,
drag him
saying
like
that
that. Nah, it
that
wasn't gonna
that
happen
he's
like
such
that.
a bad character and all this shit, and he's not gonna sit there and sling dirt back on her. Like
Exactly.
it's not possible. Like that's not gonna
Exactly. Like I
that shit
said,
won't
people,
go
when
play
people
out like
sit
that.
there back and do all that talking, yeah, y'all can do all that talking. Like if arguing with somebody who's like, well, what if that was your daughter? I'm still stand by what I said. Yeah. I'd have been wanting to put my hands on them, but at the end of the day, me being the man that I am, and I have daughters, and I grew up in it when my mom was in abusive relationships, and we done already had this whole talk about all of that shit. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm a grown ass man, and I learned that there are consequences to making bad decisions. James Prince Jr. made bad decisions, and he basically got dragged through the media and by fans for the shit that he did. And guess what? It's not over. As
Mm-mm.
soon as he step on that field, they gonna still have people out there that gonna boo him, talk shit about him. But hell, like many other people, guess what? Until you right your wrongs, or until you get on a better side of fandom, you gotta reap what you sow, bro. You gotta reap what you sow.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, and Millie Mills, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. What are the chances that she was actually cheating? She could have been. It's a whole lot of possibilities out there, bro.
But that
But
that
we'll never know about
that
it, especially now, because even in
that
his plea
narrative
agreement, I guarantee
has
there's some
been floated.
NDAs. There's some NDAs even in his plea agreement,
I don't
stuff that
know.
he can't even talk
I
about no
mean,
more.
it could be, it could not be. But the cheating aspect has been brought up numerous times. So I don't know if she were or she wasn't. I mean, hell, it's possible. Yeah, think about it.
But
Like,
you'll never
come
know
on,
now because guess
that
what? I guarantee in his plea agreement it was some NDAs in there. He can't talk about the shit no more, and neither can she.
no, I doubt she had signed an NDA.
I bet she can't talk
He
about it.
he may have to.
But I bet you she ain't gonna. I
But
bet you she can't talk about it.
at this point, ain't no point in talking about it. Let sleeping dogs lie. Like if y'all both agree to the structure of this plea deal, let sleeping dogs lie. Like the shit over with. The
Hmm.
only way it can go any further is if he don't do his part and complete the courses.
Right,
Because
and
if
the
he
same
don't
thing go
complete the
towards
courses,
fans.
then
Y'all might as well let it
his ass
go.
going to trial.
Yeah, y'all can let it go now. Complete. There is no way that he does not complete this 6 month treatment plan.
Not if
If
he
he
still want to play
values his
football.
career, if he values his career, hell yeah, he gonna complete it.
Yeah, if he still want to play football, he gonna have to complete that. Because if
And
not, they going
nobody even put in the fact that the fact that even with him having to go through the 6 month program, nobody they didn't say nothing about the fines or the money that he has to pay out. But that'll come out sooner or later. But
Yeah,
no,
I mean, but with that, all he doing, like with the plea jump, because he didn't go to trial and shit, all he got to do is pay court costs, it's like a couple $100, because he didn't go to a trial. He just had basically it's a pre-trial hearing. That's what it
right.
was.
But I'm talking
Like,
about. But I'm talking about as far as, and you know how the shit work. When you got money where they get you to contribute money to this, or they get you to contribute money to that,
what are you talking about?
or
Like,
somebody,
so like a,
or some
organization or something?
yeah organization or somebody getting paid off, or you know how the shit go, bro. When motherfuckers got money,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Charity donate this to
Yeah,
charity.
well, you
As
donate
part of
$100,000 to our charity, then we'll make this happen. Or
yeah.
that's just how it goes when people got money. And then don't even think, even as far as the organization goes, that Arthur Blank didn't shell out some money to save his player. Don't ever see people fail to realize that it ain't just that James Pierce Jr. went out there and got like some public defender. You know what I'm saying?
hmm No, he
Man, they go
he
out there and get
he
no
paid good
public
money.
defender. Because if he went
Cause the
out there and got a
dude that
public
he
defender,
got,
his ass would be locked up right now.
I'm trying to think. Who the hell? His lawyer took him and represented somebody not too long ago, and it was a major case, and he got them up.
Right, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. Like there's a difference between having a good lawyer and a bullshit lawyer. A
but
good lawyer gonna be over there to go have lunches with judges. A good lawyer sit down and have lunches or dinners with district attorneys and they discuss shit because they don't establish some type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? But old bullshit public defender, that motherfucker wish he could sit down with a judge and have lunch.
I tell you like that. If you got to go to court, if you ever got, if God forbid anybody, but if you run into some trouble before before you get a lawyer, go up in the courthouse and go see the lawyers that walk through it and see who get the most response from everybody around them.
Or go
That's the
sit in
lawyer
on a
you want.
go sit in on a case. You'll see. Go in and look at some motherfucker that got some crazy ass charges,
Mm-hmm.
and then look at
Cause
that
like,
shit when they come back where how the judge or how the district attorney and what they recommend based on charges, or if shit get dismissed, or man, it's all kind of shit that go on behind the scenes in the judicial system, bruh. There's so much shit that
like
go on, it's ridiculous. Motherfuckers
you
be
can go
taking
you can go sit
payoffs.
there unless it's a closed court scenario, you can go sit in on any court case
Exactly, that's what I'm
if you want to.
saying.
You can go sit in a regular district court or circuit court. You can go sit in any court case and just sit there and just watch. Go find out who do what in what scenario.
Right.
That's what you want.
And Millie Mills, no, all I'm saying is that when you're an owner, don't think like when all that shit happened that Arthur Blank didn't get a legal team and sent them down there to get that boy, or didn't have some type of say so in it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, correct. Like I'm not gonna sit there and say that Arthur Blank made a deal with the authority. I do think that Arthur Blank has some sway in the situation.
That's what I just
I,
said.
I, I, yeah, I sit there and say that he definitely got some sway in the situation.
Cause they keep lawyers on deck, bro. Always,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's any
Every
that's any
every
NFL pro team.
every any pro team anywhere, you have lawyers. You
Right?
have litigation
They keep
lawyers,
lawyers on
and you
deck.
got financial lawyers. Like that's a lot. That's
And
given.
if it's not a legal team he sent from Atlanta, trust me, believe they legal team know people in every state, bro. They know the good
Yeah.
lawyers and
Well,
they know the fucked up lawyers.
Rick, I want to say Rich McKay was a lawyer before he got into the NFL. If memory serves me correctly, Rich McKay was a lawyer. Then he got into the NFL, and that's how he got into like the front office and shit. But I do believe Rich McKay was a lawyer before he started front office and things of that nature. which is why Rich McKay always been in a position of power. He always
Right.
been Arthur's right hand man because you know the game
That could be true
has of
too. 330. That could be very true too.
they all talk, and they had the owners meeting not too long ago, like a month ago. So I'm pretty sure Arthur Blank said they holler at him during that time. Hey man, whoop whoop, blah
And
blah
some of
blah.
them probably even offered him to, as far as like, hey, my man can handle this, that, and the third, because, you know, and this is what people fail to realize. Everything that happens in the NFL behind the scenes with players is not public knowledge, bro.
No,
It's not public knowledge because it had this been like Troy Anderson or somebody, bro, you would have never heard about it.
hell, look at Michael Irvin. Look at Michael Irvin, prime example. People didn't really know what the hell was going on with Michael Irvin until he got caught up in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the whole White House thing came out. People didn't know about the White House. Like the team knew about it, but it was in house. People didn't find out about the White House till Michael Irvin got caught in the hotel with the women and the crack.
Of course,
That's where
330. Look at that.
that's
Look
when
at that
all that
shit.
came
Like,
out.
look at that shit. Like the police, right? When police officers do shit, right? As far as them being a club, like the boys in blue gonna protect other boys in blue until they can't.
Hmm.
They got unions, they got all of that shit, and I'm talking about they got legal representation all day long. Same thing that goes with like what like Winston just said. If the NFL owners, if they sat down, or if he's friends with, like you said, with the owner down there in Miami, if he even called and say, "Look, if you need some help with this legal situation with Michael Pierce Jr.," he said, "I got some lawyers down here that can handle it, especially if it's a local lawyer." There's a difference between a district attorney dealing with a legal team from out of state and dealing with somebody that they used to dealing with all the time within their state or within their city.
Exactly, 330. You never heard nothing about LT until it just got too much and it got out into the public eye. Then they
Exactly.
about it. But it's so many things that happen behind the scene that they sweep under the rug or they keep
Right.
in
And
house.
that wasn't LT first go around with the shit that was going on, because that man was like, LT was getting high as fuck, bruh.
Hell yeah.
And I mean high, that nigga was getting higher than
Like
Giraffe Punani, bruh, and was
his
getting
whole
in
career.
trouble and
And,
nobody never
and
knew
he'll
about
tell
it.
you about it. He tell anybody about
And
it.
they
Like,
real
yeah, I was
hell,
getting
look at
high.
the Dallas Cowboys. Back when they was doing their Super Bowl runs and stuff like that. It done came out now like, man, you know how many of them boys down there was snorting powder, bruh?
The White House. Like they had a house. They a couple of players together were together. They bought a house.
Right. Them
And
boys down there was them boys was down there
the whole
getting
purpose
super
of the house
duper high, bruh.
was, was for them to get high in the house and have affairs. That's literally the whole purpose of the house.
And then had niggas getting high during the game. So there's a whole lot of stuff people don't know. Now until the media, like especially now with social
Social
media,
media.
the internet and stuff like that. Like now, I just like you can go right now and get on the internet. You can look at every you know, content creator. Everybody gonna report on this story, right? You're gonna have the ones that'll stay true to the game, like how Winston was true to it and was like, yeah, I was one of the ones that was basically saying, okay, he about to go to jail. But then you got some of them same motherfuckers that'll get on there and be like, so I told y'all wasn't nothing gonna happen to it. No, nigga, rewind the tape.
Yeah, the shit recorded. I mean, it's
Rewind the
recorded.
tape, bro. The shit was recorded. You was the same one saying that man was finna ride. Take that ride. Dead man walking. You know what I'm saying? That Green Mile shit,
Hmm.
like, bro. So many people that convicted this man wanted to play judge and jury, but at the same time, dude, from day one, and I ain't trying to beat a dead horse from day one. And Winston can tell you, we got a group chat about it. We done had phone calls about it from day one when this news came out. I refused to just throw that man under the bus and said, in
I
the
can
end,
concur on that.
that man gonna be straight. I always said that because you sit back and you watch the legal system. People with money, bruh, the legal system is not the same for people with money, bruh. Now, had that been me, Winston, hell, 330, Millie Mills, or anybody, John, it could have been any of us, man, our ass would have never got out.
No, we wouldn't even got it done.
We would have got our ass fried, bruh. We wouldn't have got no 6-month program or treatment.
Now I will sit and say this though, because from what I can piece together, he hasn't been arrested before. So
Right,
you a lot of times they do give you a deferment
right.
on your first offense. Like do this program, we'll wipe it off your shit, stay out of trouble.
Yeah, just like people
What?
on drugs. Like a lot of people that get caught with drugs and stuff like that, they don't necessarily go to jail behind drugs. They go to a drug treatment program and get
Mhm.
some probation or something like that. But based on your prior record. But if you just out there fucking up all the time, you finna take that ride, bro.
Now, um, I will sit there. I will sit there and say, to JPJ. All right, here's the scenario, football wise. All right, so because of the charge itself, all right, the suspension starts at 6. Because even though he's getting a deferment, it still starts at 6. That doesn't change. All right, so let's see. He signed up for the program today. Uh, he probably finished late October. Yeah, probably about late October. So they're probably about to put him on the commissioner exempt list till he finished the program. Then his suspension starts after that. So let's say late October, early November. Shit, 6 games. That'll put it around like December. They go to 10 because of the other charges. He could miss the season. He could come back for the playoff. If we make it to the playoff, he could come back for the playoff. But it's possible that he may miss the entire season this year. Hold on, did my audio go out? Antonio, can you hear me? Antonio, can you hear me? Hold on. All right, there we go. Yeah. But depending on what the suspension is that the league has down, he like I was saying last night, I'm thinking maybe like December is when he gonna either gonna be like beginning of December or after right after Thanksgiving, or he gonna miss the regular season or close to it. Hey, you better bet there's gonna be a whole bunch of moonwalking because like that's the era that we in. People can't keep this shit a band. Like I never understood it. If you say something wrong, you can apologize. That's just part of being a man. I was wrong. I thought that he was gonna go to jail. But the same way I sat there and got on the same platform and said that, I can get on this same platform and apologize, man. Ain't no skin off my butt. This Christy Lewis, how you doing? Look at that. Um, Antonio, you still on? But I expect the league to go ahead and put them on the commissioner exempt list. That probably, if they don't do it during the draft, like during the process of the 3 days of the draft, it'll probably be like beginning of next week or something. And then from there, like all you can do is you got to hold up your end of the bargain. Either complete the program or you don't. If you don't complete the program, then you go on the trial. And then that's where scenarios gonna get sticky. Because the first thing the judge will sit there and say is, well, I gave you an opportunity. And low key you spit in my face with it. So at this point, it's up to JPJ. Um I'm sorry for oh yeah, 3 man, you good, boy. You good. Yeah man, you wanna come on the show, you can come on. Yeah, if you wanna come on the junk and talk about it, the link in the chat. Matter of fact, I'll drop it. Hey, but I mean, like at this point, it's all on JPJ, man. Like, what do you want? Do you want to continue to play football? That's what you got to do. If you don't want to play football, all right, well, you got to stand on it. Tony,
Yo, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you, man. 3:30, what's that?
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, man, can't call it, man. Antonio, you can go first, bro.
No,
Tony,
I pretty much said
uh,
everything I need to say. Is just, you know, I just want people to just stand on what they said. Back when all of this shit popped off. That's all. Stand on it. Don't try to, backtrack now and be like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen. No, you didn't.
Well, I'm gonna say this part, right? Because Winston know how I stood on it. I went back and forth with him, Cowboy, couple more content creators, man, and it was a corporate move, man. Um, if anybody work for big business, they understand what it is when it's a conglomerate, and they're gonna protect the brand. Because when you at that level, whatever happened and already happening, and they're gonna try to see what's gonna be the overall effect of the whole thing. Because you got to remember, man, next year the Super Bowl is coming to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta,
mm-hmm.
so they needed to clean this up before they start
Expeditiously.
talking about the Super Bowl. And that young lady that was involved, she had some type of endorsement with Mercedes-Benz also. So there's a lot of things that were going to get hit if this thing got drug out, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because the groups are going to come out. The Me Too's and the Don't Tells and all of the other little organizations, they're going to come out. And the sooner that they can get finished with their protesting and all of that, the better it'll be for the Falcons to move forward.
Right, but that Winston said something that was like real important this morning. Was that like it's a lot of stuff that had they took it to trial would have came out.
Yeah,
Everything about it, Rakia Jackson could not risk the fact that she got a brand of her own.
Mm-hmm.
true, true.
She got a brand of her own, and had it came out that she did this, that, and the third, a lot of people would have been looking at her sideways.
Yeah, she could have potentially lost endorsement deal.
Oh,
Exactly.
she was gonna lose. She was gonna lose one or two. I
Yeah,
think she got about
and,
8.
yeah, but then you look at it. Well, all right, as a WNBA player, yeah, like you're making money, but you're not making football money.
Right. But do you know
So
how
if
we all
if
know?
you losing those endorsements, like that's a significant portion of your earning that you're losing.
Hell yeah. And like people fail to realize, do you know how like when JPJ could have said like not even like the stuff that would have came out, just do you know how damaging text messages are?
They're very,
Mm,
it's very.
If she
You don't
said
even need a witness.
if she said anything out the way, and I'm speculating right now, if she said anything out the way in text messages, people consider, oh, he was, she protecting him right now by agreeing to it. No, she protecting herself too. A lot of people don't want to
Right.
say that. She's protecting herself too.
Hey, look, and they had 2 women on that team, on that legal team. So
on
they probably
JPJ team.
already, and they women, and they probably like, look, he ain't put his hands on you. I know it's weird and it's crazy, but this is what we know you did.
But see, that's the whole thing though, right there, 3D. Like, do you know how fucked up it is to have female lawyers on your squad that can come at you from a female perspective and tell you that you're wrong from a legal standpoint? And what you gonna do? You can't sit there and argue with another female. She's telling you like you was wrong, he was wrong,
Hey, look,
but you don't
and
want to push it.
if them, no, you don't do that. No, you don't want to push because the public perception nowadays is as important as the verdict itself.
Yeah,
True,
most definitely.
very true.
Yeah.
Anytime you dealing with business, anytime there's money moving around, public recession, verdict, they go hand in hand.
And and if you're trying to preserve something that you got an investment in, then that's just what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to go out to these people and come in with a settlement.
And see, that's what JPJ got to learn, and I hope he did learn. Same thing that a female got to learn in this situation. Like, you got to protect that bag.
Yeah.
You got to protect that bag. So JPJ got to learn, like, hey, I got to protect my bag, so I can't go out there and be doing no foolish shit like this shit no more. Like he can go through the whole, 6 month classes and shit like that. But right now, as the Falcons should like, they should have a lot of these pros sit down and like have some one on ones with this man. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey,
let
look,
them know,
man.
like, let them know how how the shit need to be and how easy it is to get caught up in bullshit. Especially like when you already in the public eye, especially nowadays with social media. When you already in the public eye,
Right.
no matter what you do, it's going to get magnified. People are going to expose certain shit, and it's going to get magnified to seem like, oh, in this situation, yeah, you are the villain, but to the point of what type of villain are you? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
What type of villain are you? Like you said, people gonna come out with the Me Too movement, and we gonna be in the stadium. We gonna hear the when that man hit the field finally. You gonna hear the boos.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh,
It's
yeah, you better
coming.
bet it.
You gonna hear the boos. You
I
He
gonna
bet
might well go on, he might well go ahead and prepare himself for it, because
right.
that's gonna happen.
that's
Hell,
the stuff they need to
his
talk to him about.
Exactly. Like
his first sack, he's gonna get booed.
right. But don't let that deter
We
you,
gonna have a
young man.
crowd, and you know exactly who he should go talk to. Uh, well, for one, he should go holler at Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. He definitely should go holler at Ray Lewis, because Ray Lewis went there. He just sat behind the bar. Hell, he was facing a goddamn murder charge.
Hell yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when that shit happened in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Is that right? Now, another person that he needed to go talk to. Y'all remember the pass rusher from the 49ers, Smith, that couldn't get right. He had all the talent in the world, but he kept getting in trouble over
Right.
Wow.
dumb shit. He
And I'm
need to go
pretty
holler
sure
at
like
him.
now with John Abraham having, hindsight, He said the stuff that I wanted to tell him then. He said he really wished he would have had the chance to just sit him down and talk to him. So I'm pretty sure
Mm.
John Abraham gonna sit down and talk to him too.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. Like John Abraham probably talked to him somewhere within like the next month or two. And like if he don't just call him, he's gonna see him in person.
Right, like right now, all the Falcons really need to worry about is putting the right people around him, preparing him for what's coming, because the negativity is still gonna come.
Oh, that's without a doubt. That's a fire that is gonna be hard to put out. He just
But
gonna have to
man,
wait it out. He gonna have to wait it out, man.
and
And
like you
look,
said,
even when he on the field, the boys on the field, they gonna be talking junk to him too.
Hmm.
exactly.
And guess what? Ulbrich might as well have had his defense ready to stand 10 toes down with this dude. See, they gonna have
Yeah,
to move as a unit on that field because if JPJ swing by himself, then they're gonna say there he is. That's him.
Right,
yeah.
and when
But
he on the
but if
field,
the
I guarantee if he got the right support system around him and his players is like his the other players out there with him, like man, yeah, I know you hear that shit, shake that shit off and go out there and chill with the quarterback
yeah, but
like you've been doing.
at some point, somebody gonna have to stand up with him and say, "Nah,
Stand,
man,
they got to stand with him.
you gotta
Right,
stand
that's what I'm
with him,
saying.
bro. You gotta stand with him." And say, "Nah, dog, we ain't gonna do that." But if
But
JPJ handle his own business, they gonna paint that picture again.
hmm
Yeah,
now I will sit there and say this, and this is encouraging. Every time that they talk to a Falcon player about JPJ, they all said, "Hey, we stand with him. We got his back."
That's their
I've
brother.
talked to him numerous times. Like they're still close.
right.
So I know JPJ is happy over the verdict, but the team is happy over the verdict too.
And I
You know
guarantee
what I'm saying?
he done got a lot of encouraging texts from them same players. People reaching out to him, letting him know, like, bro, let's do this. You know what I'm saying?
I think one of the biggest supporters that I'm looking at is gonna be Bijan, man. I think with Bijan gonna go talk to him, man. If you know Bijan gonna do the praying and the putting the oil on him and laying hands on him, you know he gonna do that.
Walker the
You
same
better
way
bet.
though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he from over there. He over there near Lewisburg, man. I know the area he from because I'm in North Carolina. But like I made a statement at that night when he had he got his bail, and when they said $20,500, I was on the live and I said, "Yo, man, if don't nobody go get this dude, man, I'll go down there and get him 20,000 and I'll talk to him." And guys thought I was trying to flex, but I was real with it. Cause I know what the situation is that he is. Now I ain't never had no domestic violence, but when your career and everything you work for is on the
On the
line,
line. Mm.
Exactly.
I've been there. I made some dumb mistakes back in the day, and my whole career was on the line.
We all have, bro. And that's what killed me about excuse my language, but that's what killed me about niggas. Don't act like you ain't never been in no fucked up situation, bro.
But
Don't act
let me
like you
let,
ain't never
let me
made no
piggyback
bad
on that
decisions.
though. Let me piggyback on that. It's one thing to be in trouble, and Winston, we gonna be 100 on this. It's a difference when you're in front of that judge with that dress on and with that gavel.
Goddamn right.
It's two
They said
different
you talking.
things now.
Yeah, you talking to somebody that's been to prison twice.
That's what I'm
I,
talking about. That's why I said we
I,
gonna keep it 100,
no, I know how that shit feel. That shit
bro.
is different.
We're not getting too deep in it, but I did something dumb, man. But I thought I was right, but when I went in front of the man, I was wrong. And you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? When they put that gavel on you, when that gavel come down, it changed the game on you now. So he need to take this opportunity to understand that he don't. They got him. They had him in jail. He know what it is. That $149 million possible contract didn't mean 5 cents
Right.
unless
And like I
Mr.
told
Blank them didn't step in.
like I told Winston last week, like there's a difference. And you got some judges out there that'll keep it very real with you too.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Very
damn
real
right.
with you too. And I'm talking about and I told Winston what the judge told me. He was like, Mr. Henderson, I'm gonna let you know right now. Appreciate the service of your country. But the one thing that you need to learn, he said, I want you to turn around. Turn around. I turned around, and guess what? I sat there and I looked at my mom and I looked at that fuck nigga that she was with. that was beating her ass. He said, one thing that you need to learn how to do is separate yourself from your mother affairs. And when he said that shit, I said, you know what? I'm about to leave the state.
Hey, bro. And see, a lot of
All
time,
right.
bro. A lot of time, like my situation, if I didn't win my appeal, because I had already got the time, I just won the appeal. So, you know, and then you got to go back and you got to deal with the other things that you had going on. And that's what he gonna have to do. He got to deal with the Falcons. He got to deal with the NFL. He got to deal with. He got to start cutting Muzz off if he was dealing with anybody. He got to make a whole lot of decisions
Mm-hmm.
right now. He
Yeah,
he
Like,
can't wait.
yeah, he gonna have to
hey, cause
learn to tune a whole lot of shit out, bro.
Yeah,
this shit right here, it can either be a wake up call or it's step one to worse. And the only person that can make that decision is him.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he
Is
got to
is
get
it
down.
what do I want? And he had to go. Best thing I can sit there and tell that man, go carry your ass in the room, lock the door behind you, sit it, put a chair in front of a mirror, and have a conversation with yourself.
You got to
Yep.
do
What do
that
you
too.
want?
You got
What do
to.
you want?
Prioritize.
Right. Like you have to figure out what do I want in life. Do I want this NFL career? Hey, I just led all the rookies in sacks last year. I'm
Right.
I could be pretty damn good at this. Hey, well, hey, Ray Lewis, he had a murder charge early in his career, and he ended up with a gold jacket. I could do the
Exactly.
same. Do I want it? That's the question today. Do I want it?
Yep. That
And
should
you got to
become
be
your
honest with
motivation,
yourself.
bro.
Yeah, you got to be honest with yourself at that point.
Yep.
Am I willing to put in the work to do and get everything that I want, or am I playing football because I know how to play football?
Yep.
You got to be honest with yourself.
That's real.
Um,
But I think that this entire situation is going to work out even for the victim. She's the victim. I'm not going to say she's not the victim, but I
right.
just think that there were some factors that wasn't mentioned that like getting. She should have been got paperwork on that dude. If she really wanted to get away from him, she should have just did what she's trying to do now, and nobody would be in this situation.
Right. And don't think she got people in her ear too.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, better. Girl, if I was you, I would have threw his ass on leave for the jail. Da 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 da. But that's the thing.
Nah,
You're not her.
you're not her.
You don't have what she have on the line because she only told you what she wanted
I
to
want
tell
you
you.
to know.
Yeah, she only told you what she wanted to tell you. You don't know the entire situation. But if
Nobody
they
Exactly.
went
knows.
to trial, if they went to the trial because the police made it very prevalent. Hey, we got all the text messages, but for text messages, you have to have a sender and a receiver, and
Hello.
usually the receiver sends a response back. So if you got all the text messages, all that shit coming out during the trial, all
Mm-hmm.
of it, even the things that you done forgot that you just sent a couple of months ago, yeah, that's coming out because what they do is they go they go hire a paralegal and their sole job is sit there and read through books of text messages. Oh shit,
Yep.
she said this. What? Well, we can use this as establishing a a pattern of abusive behavior from her to him.
Yep.
Like it's a lot of mitigating factors that was moving around. So for her to sit there and say, you know what, hey, I'm cool with it. Go ahead do the junk. Go on about your business. I go on about mine. I'm not saying that there is something there. I'm sitting there saying that it's possible that it was something that she didn't want to get out.
Well, you
Mm-hmm.
And
know,
you got two sports athletes, so it's gonna be an open trial. You got two sports athletes in court. It's gonna be an open trial. That means there are going to be reporters in that trial, and they're going to sit there and jot down everything they heard, and then they're going to make articles about it.
Exactly. And like I said, the things that they got going on, you don't need that stuff following you because they tell everything now on with the media. But
Okay.
with them being if their personal lives not being put public, I think that they're going to be able to do more being professional athletes than they would if she lost her brands and then he went and got put out of the NFL for even a year. He may come back after a year and then lost his zeal for the game. Maybe he lost a step because he wasn't, in the trenches.
Hmm.
So this is going to be at the end of the day, man, as us being human beings, man, we've got to be reminded, man, that we do things wrong, and just like we want people to forgive us when we do things, and we want to be able to recover and move on, we have to be willing to do that too.
All right.
You know,
What's going on, Wallace? Yeah, like you can't, you can't, you can't be standard with forgiveness, and then when you make a mistake, you ask for forgiveness. Like, you can't do that.
you want people to understand, you want people to be sympathetic. You
And
know,
then
and,
the first thing you sit there and hit, what? I mean, well, he did this, but that ain't how it went for me. So that's why I did da 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 da. Nah,
nah,
bro.
Right, but see what people fail to realize is like for the outcome that he got, right? People have to accept that like when the lawyers and the district attorney was talking and the stuff that was coming out, trust and believe there was something real damning towards her too.
oh, well, oh yeah,
I'm, I'm,
and they can
I'm,
spin it.
look,
Something real damning towards her too because a lot of people like even like now going there like I put like two posts in ABG this morning and just look at some of the responses. People still on, you know, like oh yeah he still should have been crucified and the nigga should be in jail right now and like y'all can sit there and say a lot of things, but even from like I said from the very beginning, like like I said, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, bro, because we've all been, and I know I've been in situations where, like, I let my emotions get the best of me, and
damn
I
right,
and I reacted like swiftly without thinking about what I was doing, and your consequences will come back and bite you in the ass. They will come back and bite you in the ass. So for me to sit there and be like, especially for a lot of people that's sitting there making these comments, like, if you honestly think that okay, if you can go out there and you can make a dumb decision in the process of you making that dumb decision, you're not thinking about what could come behind it because you acting on emotion.
hmm you ain't
When
think
you
shit
act
through.
on emotion, there's a lot of shit that you're gonna do that you regret. And nobody's saying like, and a lot of people act like this man don't have regrets about what he did, or to sit there and listen to to lawyers or the district attorney break down everything that you did, or like he didn't listen to the 911 call. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that man had to go through himself and realizing his wrongs. And now he has opportunities to right his wrongs, like you said, and basically use everything that he's done now, and even all the negativity that's coming. He got to use that shit for motivation.
Yeah, but I mean,
Motivation,
like that's that right there. That's gonna be the telling part about him
right?
as a man going forward. Do you allow this situation derail you, or do you learn from it, grow from it, come back stronger?
Right.
And like
Because
what the
nobody
Falcons
can
need
sit
to do.
here, nobody can sit here and tell me that. Okay, what's the boy from Georgia that was involved in the racing incidents where the girl died?
Carter?
Jalen Carter.
I bet you Jalen Carter won't go out there and race another car.
I
No,
would hope not.
no. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
like him,
You got to
like
learn
Henry
from your
Ruggs.
situations.
Like
That's life. we all learn from situations.
But
I hope they learn.
but you know what? I wish the reason why I wish I could talk to that young guy, I would put it in this perspective for him, right? So yeah, you screwed up and y'all gonna work it out. I'm gonna say, but the thing what you need to do is, and it ain't this ain't about Mr. Blank. This ain't about the media. It ain't about the fans. It's about football. And had you not been a superior football player,
Exactly. Same thing I just said
you
earlier about
you going
when
up,
Troy.
you up out of here.
Damn
Exactly.
right.
So what you need to do is what just saved you when you was the dumbest in your life. You need to dedicate to that.
And thank God for them talents that you got
And thank
that
God for them
started it.
talents. Dedicate to the
Well,
game like you ain't never dedicated yourself to anything because that's the. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the only thing that saved him.
exactly.
Them 10 and a half.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. He might get mad, but I'm keeping it 100.
Hell yeah, that's 100
Ten
all day,
point
brother.
five as a rookie. Come on, man.
I put it to you like this: if he didn't have that 10.5, let's
He's
say let's just sit there and say he only had like 3 sacks the entire season. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, his ass still be sitting in jail right now.
hey,
Like I
Or no,
said,
no,
if he was
correction,
Troy Anderson,
correction. He
bruh,
would he wouldn't be sitting in jail. He'd be going to trial on May 4th
he'll
though.
be going to
right.
trial week after next.
Yeah,
Hello.
If he was a
damn right. He'd
nobody,
be going to trial.
if he was a nobody, like I said, if he was a nobody, if he hadn't already proved his worth to this
Mm-hmm.
team,
You just say that
Arthur
again,
Blankman
bro.
would Arthur
Say that
Blankman would have
again.
Arthur Blankman would have stood behind this man.
Prove
They'd have
his
been let
worth.
his ass go. They would let the system do with him whatever they was gonna do with him.
Hey, look, and look, and then we can kill our contract and let him go on in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They would have avoided all the rest of his guaranteed money.
Right. We
Yep.
traded up for you. We traded up for
the
you, and this
check,
what you do?
Yep.
and this what you do?
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. And you only gave me 3 sacks too? Yeah, all right.
That's what I'm talking about. This what you
Exactly.
do
I'm
with 3 sacks?
I'm I'm a holler
And
at
and
Yeah.
they was half sacks, nigga. You had help.
you. Right? You only got one unassisted. Yeah. Don't
Exactly.
worry about it.
We got you.
Yeah. I'm a holler at you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got you in a couple
Exactly.
of years.
And that's why I tell him. Now you need it. Now you know where your strength lies.
Yep.
Your strength lies is a 6 inch room where you is one of the most violent guys that came out last year with 10 and a half. That's
Yep.
why Mr. Blank sent them all the Miami guy and said, look, my boy locked up. I need you to check him out, see what's happening.
Hold
They
For a
on.
came
couple
back with the
months.
I'm gonna
report.
say something. I'm gonna say something to these people that's listening or that watch the show later on. Don't ever. When I say don't ever, when you can show your value and prove your value, there are people out there, even in him growing up being a football player. Just because you grow up as a football player, don't think that everybody got your best interest at heart because they don't. A
Hell
lot of
no.
people will piggyback your success and be in your corner as long as you're getting paid.
Man, they be in your corner to be in your pocket.
Right, as long as you're getting paid. And don't think that everybody sat that man down. Like even when they say, okay, when they talk about, even when we was talking about when you played the whole interview about the scouting and stuff like that. Like when he said that, hey, I can't teach you, you know, character, just like
Mm-hmm.
you can't teach him how to get, 3 sacks in a game. It's certain shit that people fail to realize. A lot of people don't sit down and tell people what they need to hear, and that's just it. He probably didn't grow up with all of them. Like, I had a one dude comment on my shit where he was like, "You're not gonna sit there and tell me with all the coaching that this man done had and everything he done did in his career that nobody sat him down." Somebody, dude, you can't. What you talking about right now is pure speculation.
Hell, I go one further than that. If you talking about all the coaching that he had in his career, all right, let's go back to high school. A high school roster can have however many players they want to like 100. All right, go to college. Go look at how many players are sitting on the sideline.
And they 4 and 5
You,
stars.
you see what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you can coach, but realistically, how how involved in a player's life can you get to with that many players you're responsible for?
It's very limited, bro.
You see what I'm saying? You don't have enough time for that, and you got a family, you got your own kids, all that. Like there's not enough time in a day for that. So then you go to the NFL. Well, when you got to the NFL, you're supposed to be a grown man. You're supposed to be able to self govern yourself.
But a lot of them can't because they never had to.
Exactly. So now you have somebody that that reacts off of emotion, and they have millions of dollars in their pocket out of the blue.
Hey, did you ever?
Like
To you
you gotta
all,
be honest with yourself about it, huh?
to you all's memory, did Todd Gurley ever get in any trouble in the NFL?
No, I don't think so.
Man, I watched him play a lot of football in high school, and at the state championship, his coach was Cobb, last name Cobb. Todd had did something in school, and they went to the state championship. He suspended Todd Gurley for the first half of the game.
Mm-hmm. I can take you one better. Nobody. I don't know if you like how if you're a Georgia fan or whatever. If you follow Georgia, how many years you gonna follow Georgia? I went to school with a dude named Jasper Saints, one of the best running backs to come out of Columbus, and he went to Georgia. Dude, as promising as this boy career was, when he was in at Georgia, he got caught up in that. I don't remember if y'all remember that stolen laptop shit,
I think I remember that.
Um,
I think I
I,
do.
I ain't from Georgia.
but he got caught up in that. Man, do you not know? Like Georgia got rid of that nigga with the quickness, bruh. The quickness.
Matter of fact, Todd Gurley had already signed with Georgia, and they came, just came to watch him end his career at the state championship, and he didn't even play the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But nah, they don't play that. That's why I'm surprised
It's,
that that guy over there, JPJ, was overlooked that much. Cause North Carolina, man, um, they normally, pretty tight on the star athletes. So I
see
don't know
what
what
this though,
happened with him.
and this just off of what you said with the Todd Gurley situation. This is how football saved him too. Because if he wasn't a star player, just like James Fifth, if
Right,
Todd Gurley
exactly.
wasn't a star player, he wouldn't have played that game.
He wouldn't have played none of
Exactly.
that game. You're right.
He wouldn't have played none of that game.
When he
If
dressed out,
James, you see what I'm saying? If James Pierce didn't have 10.5 sacks, his ass would probably go to jail.
man,
Mm-hmm.
he already would have been buried. Yep,
And
you're
he wouldn't
right.
have got no bond.
We got no bond, man. twenty
You
thousand
see
dollars
what I'm
on
saying?
5 felonies.
There's a difference between twenty
Well,
thousand dollars for 5 felonies and no bond.
Right.
yeah.
It ain't
So I
even
was
up for
like,
discussion, bro. You finna be with us.
you gonna be with us? That's a ransom when it's no bond. So
Exactly. You gonna be with us.
yeah.
It's time for you to go ahead and get acclimated to jail and shit.
Yep.
Because in 4 months you're gonna get your time, and then somewhere within 3 months after that you probably get shipped down the road.
Exactly.
In Florida, you definitely don't want that.
So you might as well go and get used to that stove call and these snacks, nigga.
Them zoom zooms and wham. I'm trying to
Get
tell
you
you.
some of that summer sausage and some of these yoo-hoos, nigga, and these honey buns.
Dang.
Cause guess what? Your ass gonna be here.
True story.
Well, hey, look. But if they bring look now me, if he come back to the Falcons or whatever the case may be, I'm shooting game at him any way I can. And I'm gonna remind him, man, don't screw up, please.
And I do it real talk. I can remember being in court, and I can remember when the first thing when the judge told me, "Thank you for your service," because I had my first sergeant. He came to court like as a character witness because when I was in there for my basically the man that my mother was married to, like for somebody to speak on your behalf and talk about the type of person that you are, but you already proved your worth, like stuff like that go a long way with judges, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Go a
true.
long way with judges because had anybody come in there like, oh yeah, he just been a constant fuck up, he a hothead, whatever, whatever. Yeah, the judge will be like, oh yeah, I know I got to sit your ass down if they saying this shit about you. But if somebody come out there and speak positive about you and how you had an exemplary career and now you a business owner and you know like got custody of your kids and been taking care of your kids all the time and like when people can sit there and talk to you about shit like that, but let somebody go up there and say something negative, like the judge is listening, bruh. The judge is listening. Oh, you a hothead. Oh, you an asshole.
That's all they listen for, the pattern. They just if they get a pattern, oh, you're in trouble.
When they sit up there and talk about, oh, what the district attorney recommended. No, because guess what? A judge don't have to go with that district attorney
Nah.
recommendation, bruh.
Hell no. Hell no.
Cause he know they got paid, but he like, I ain't on that
Exactly.
payroll.
He ain't got to go with that recommendation. He can be like,
Nah.
oh man, fuck that. No, life, nigga.
Right.
Hey, shit, the shit happened to me the first time I went to prison. The first time I went to prison, my recommendation was what was it? I want to say it was like 14 to 18 months. Man, shit, man, that motherfucker said guilty. Boom, gave my ass goddamn 28 months. Man, fuck,
hmm
god damn.
Hey, bro. That coin flip both sides like that, boy. Just as easy it is for them to drop it on you. Sometimes them must be like, nah, we 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 gonna do something different with this. And I think that,
Yep.
like y'all said, with the evidence that was unbeknownst to them that nobody's heard of, they probably told that young lady, said, "Look, man, I think it's best that you take this. We're gonna compensate you for your time, because that's what it's all about anyway.
hmm
To be compensated for your time and effort, your pain and suffering. Oh, and by the way, the car that he hit, allegedly, we gonna get you. We already got you another one on. She probably already got it.
I'm pretty sure she already got that,
Yeah, she probably already got that. I
and
just
he
thought
paid
about that.
for it.
Oh yeah,
Hell, I'm pretty
he
sure he
he either
probably the
paid
one
for
that
a new
bought it.
car or he definitely fixed it.
He
Oh,
probably the one that bought it,
hey,
the original
Winston,
car.
if we trying
Huh?
to if we trying to sweep this thing under the rug, oh, I'm sending a flatbed to get that one with the same car, but a newer version
Brand new.
of it on the same flatbed, and say,
Ain't that?
we coming to get that car right there, but
I'm gonna tell you one
drive this
better.
until we get straight,
I'm gonna tell you one better. Me and JPJ, I would take the original car and park that shit right in front of my house as a daily reminder of the bullshit I
bro,
did.
bro.
Ain't that?
And by
Just,
him,
just, just, just like they do at prom. You know how they have them wreck cars in front of the school?
yeah,
Like don't drink and drive. Exact same shit. Sit the motherfucker outside the house. Put it on the grave.
yeah. But see, he over there, I can't think of my man first name. He just retired, last name Paul. Played
What
guard,
position?
played
Chris
Oh, Chris
guard.
Paul.
Paul.
Chris Paul. They from the same area, so they might reach out to him. Oh, he got Julius Peppers is over that way. Um, they probably gonna reach out to him. He gonna be some people behind the scenes because there's a lot of athletes over that way that got influence over that for Charlotte. So
I just hope somebody. I hope somebody reach out to him and sit him down and have that conversation with him and approach him as a man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Even though he's younger, show him respect. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because if I talk to you as a child, it's gonna put you in a childlike mindset. If I talk to you as the man, you can receive what I'm sitting there saying, and you can understand that. Hey, look, I'm not trying to come down on you. I'm trying to help you. But if
yeah,
I
Look,
chastise you like you're a kid, then you gonna respond, and it will be negative.
yeah. Hey,
look,
look,
like
we couldn't call your mama, we couldn't call your daddy. We had to call. You had to make another phone call. So that just let you know you ain't a child no more. Once them boy put them handcuffs on you, that should have changed your life right there.
hmm
Right?
But but he did look like, if you look at the picture when they picked him up off the ground, it looked like in his face that he didn't even really know where he was at.
Yeah, like I'm gonna read y'all. I'm gonna read y'all a comment that's in the post that I posted. The dude said he got off. He got off because he's a black athlete, which is sad. Since y'all think no accountability is cool, and he's lucky. Old girl agreed to the lack of punishment. He ain't learned shit. College scouts and coaches warned the league. The kid has actual character issues. So somebody said, "Can you say Ben Roethlisberger or Brett Favre?" So then somebody came back and said, "Go sit your hating ass down, like white athletes haven't done worse."
Look,
So
bro.
the dude come back. He says he got off because Florida didn't have enough evidence for Sue charges. No, they had enough evidence, and he had charges.
They definitely had enough.
They had
They,
enough.
but Winston, you made it. But see, your case was strong though. But see, the thing of it was, you never said that. This is what I got. You never said that it was going to work that way against him. You always said, based off of the evidence that you got, this is what might happen.
Right, because he took a realistic approach to it. That's
You,
why.
you look, bro. Cause see, Winston, and I ain't gonna keep harping on it, but I've been in the same boat with you and you too, Antonio. When you get in front of that, when you get in front of that judge, all of that stuff matters. All the every word that they can bring to the table matters. And based off of the evidence, if they had a went to court, JPJ would have been in trouble. I'm gonna
Damn
keep
right.
it a
Yep.
hundred.
Like,
Keep you at a hundred.
think
So
about it.
you ain't wrong,
Think,
Winston. You ain't wrong. They cut it off at the pass.
exactly. Because if you think about it, right? All right, look at the original.
I think Winston got cut off, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, you got to deal with the fact. And if your attorney don't tell you these facts, he
Mm-hmm.
he on the other side. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times in different cases, you have to bring people in and make sure that they're not affiliated with the DA, with the police or with the judges or whatever the case may be. Because a lot of time them guys discuss your cases at the barbecue over there on the yacht.
Yep. You right about that.
Yeah. There's been a lot of it done like that. And then, you come to court and you don't know that these guys just was at the country club during the weekend and they come in there and they do their thing. I've seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Cause see the number, and I learned this the hard way by not knowing. It didn't happen to me, but when you take the initial trial, for the most part, is to indict, come up with a reason to indict the person for the charges.
Yep.
So when you go to that first one, the judge can say, we're not going to indict this man on these charges because of the
Mm-hmm.
evidence that we have or do not have.
Yep.
So, but if there's also an agreement in it, then the
Right.
judge really ain't gonna
That's
get
the
in it.
whole thing right there. A lot of people fail to realize, like, I'm not going to, if I'm the victim in the case, why would you agree to something if it didn't hurt you in the long run?
Right, right,
Because if you went by like everything that was said after the fact and how she was willing to like go through the distance to make sure this man was crucified until whatever evidence came out, like, hey, no, I might want to rethink that. Yeah, I agree that he should, you know, get some type of treatment. Or the fact that them lawyers, like you said, having them female lawyers on their team and them coming and don't think it wasn't no arbitration or them sitting all of them sitting down in the room and saying like, okay, but this is what needs to be done based on what we know.
right. And this is
Like
what we gonna present.
you don't want to expose yourself or hurt your brand or lose endorsements if all of this stuff come out.
That's what I was saying about the Mercedes Benz endorsement. The Mercedes Benz name would be coming up too much on her
Right.
end. You
But
see what I'm saying?
it's certain stuff that you cannot take a chance on. Like I said, when it comes to your bag, bruh, that's like me being a construction owner. Like if you was when I lived in Jersey, bruh, imagine a black man walking up to your door, dreads halfway down his back, and these rich white people, and they see you standing outside their door, they was like, "Hey, baby, it's a nigga outside the door,"
Yeah.
not knowing that I was the same contractor that was referred to you by your best friends. And when they
Right.
came out to it, like when your work speak for itself, bruh, and you don't have to say shit, I let my work talk for me,
Yeah.
and they can sit back and they can look at your work and be like, "I'm so glad I hired him." I've had white people come to me and tell me like, when I first seen you, yeah, I prejudged you.
Oh yeah. It
I
happens all the
prejudged you
time.
based on what was presented. But
And you know what you had, but see, here's the thing though. Your body language, the way you carried yourself, how you
exactly, and that
spoke
was the
to
whole thing.
them.
Like I could sit down and I could talk, like they say, oh, like we can sit here and we can shoot the shit, whatever, whatever, and be some, talk like brothers and niggas that done been through the struggle, and but when I get around on white people, yeah, I
You
can
gotta
turn
have
that
that
switch.
language too.
I can
Yeah.
turn that switch on, and be like, okay, it is what it is. But you know, when you can sit back and let your work speak for itself, and then
Right.
in the end, they can come to you and apologize to you and be like, when I first met you, like I've had white people that, especially like even their wives, like couldn't stand me, like wouldn't say a fucking word to me while I was at their house. But then in the end, when they can see what they getting, I'm like, hey, you want a drink when you get off work, whatever, whatever. I'm cooking dinner. You see what I'm saying? That type of
Right.
shit, bruh. Or hey, why don't you come by on the weekend? We having a cookout. Like, if they see me on the street and didn't know me, I would have never got no invite to the cookout
Nah.
or the family gathering, or they
Eh,
wouldn't have referred me to other people.
They
But
would have
but
passed on by your ass like they never saw you.
yeah,
My,
Exactly.
my, my bad, y'all, man. My phone got too hot.
yeah. Hey, but
But
look,
that's just how it is. It's just like you know when you can turn on that switch and sit there and shoot the shit with the best of them, and then sit there and establish a relationship with these people and build rapport with these people. Of course, they're gonna look at you differently when, okay, like based on what I've seen and how quick people are to judge people. JPJ in the same situation. Yeah, people
y-
are going to judge you based on what you've done, bruh. But you can come out look, hey, like y'all bring up Ray Lewis. Yeah, look at Ray Lewis. The man got a gold jacket, and that shit happened. That man won a Super Bowl, did he not?
yes, sir.
The same
And he
fucking
still
year.
stood 10 toe. He stood. Look, he still was giving out the philosophy,
Hell yeah,
and
the same
nobody
year.
never said nothing. Nobody never said nothing to him. He's like,
That
let's
man
go.
was facing murder charges down here in Atlanta, bruh. That same year, man got off on that shit, used that shit for motivation, got
Hey
that
man,
ring, and the end got him a gold jacket. So anybody can turn it around, bruh. Anybody can turn it around. And
and,
I
and,
agree. Ray Lewis would probably be a great person for him to sit down and talk to and give him some type of enlightenment on his situation, some type of motivation.
and get that dude. Look, and Ray gonna look him in the eye. Ain't gonna come so hard with it.
Exactly.
He gonna be like, look, bro, this way you at. That's why you got to have a cat that been through it to talk to him. Know what it's like. Like I told him, I said I with them boys. Tell Michael Vick to go there and talk to him. Say, look, bro, them boy, the money you finna make, that's what I lost.
Yep.
If you want to talk about money, this is what I lost. If
Yep.
you want to talk about your freedom, look at what I lost.
And see,
My
and
best years.
Even in that Michael Vick situation, them niggas was dumb. Cause if the cousin was smart, he would have
Ray,
never mentioned
Ray,
Michael
Ray,
Vick's name.
Ray, Ray.
He would have took them charges, rolled it out. I guarantee when he got out, Michael Vick would have took care of his ass.
Because see, when the charges first came out, it was just like a misdemeanor. But see, they changed it to a federal charge,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's what they did. And see, Mr. Blank learned from that. Remember now, Mr. Blank went through that with Michael Vick.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody saying Michael Vick lied to the man. He shouldn't have lied. But Michael Vick lived by the code up there at Bad News. That's the
Mm-hmm.
code he went by. instead of
Yeah, but
remembering this was a
if you
corporate,
ain't
this a
shit, you ain't
corporate
doing no
move.
talking.
Right. Why would Michael Vick talk? He wasn't
Yep.
there. He was gonna let the boys that was there do the talking. That's just the code.
Yeah,
Yep.
Vic should have never been in that scenario.
He should have
But
never been in
But
that
them
scenario.
boys couldn't take that time. That's why when they got through at the end, they were throwing them under the bus.
Yeah, but Ray
no man,
Ray, that would have been his third
time ain't
strike
shit.
though.
Hmm. That's what I'm saying. That
Time, time,
time. That's
time,
most. That's
time.
most. That's most. And we were just talking about this shit the other day too. Remember, like when niggas sit up there and they like, it's all well and good. They be when they getting booked or when they get caught, they be like, you know, they still be like on that gang shit and trying to throw up, the signs and all that other shit and be like, or they smiling about that shit until they get in front of that judge and that motherfucker hand that time down. I done seen them dudes break down and cry like babies, bro.
I have
Yeah.
too. But see, the thing about that though, so like if you're in a gang and it's recognized that you're in the gang,
Mm.
like that's an automatic enhancer anyway.
Right.
Automatic. It don't matter what you did. That's an
Yep.
enhancer. So if the normal child care about 2 to 3, you probably looking at 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Dude, in my neighborhood, dude, I can honestly say that I can remember probably like 3 years ago, my house in Columbus with the pool. I can honestly say that my neighborhood had got like when I say the gangs had really took over, but when I tell you them boys came in here, they arrested 85 people from over here, bro. I used to like I have a store, grocery store, a KFC, my wing spot, the Chinese food place. I can literally walk up my street in 5 minutes and be there. But when I used to tell you like I had to carry my gun on me just to go up there, that's how bad this shit was. But now all them boys, like especially when they with that gang affiliation, like you said, that's already an enhancer. When I tell you these people down here in Muscogee County, bruh, when I tell you with that gang affiliation and the gang task force, when they got them boys and them being affiliated in gangs, the time that came with that shit, bruh, and you definitely right, Winston. Like an enhancer, that gang shit, bruh, they don't play about that shit, bruh,
And they
at
keep
all.
repeating it too.
They do not play about
No,
that shit. You affiliated with a
no.
gang and they get your ass is bruh. You finna get some
Like
time, bruh. If you gonna
you
get
gonna get
your
some time.
attention, your ass finna go. You getting ready
Like
to go.
you know how serious it is when police have an entire unit called the gang unit. If you go to
Exactly.
if you go to a PO office, you have regular POs and you have gang POs. Like that's how that shit is.
Oh,
Like
you
they don't play
affiliate,
that shit.
and then being
Yeah, you
guilty by
affiliated?
being guilty by association is a whole nother thing, bruh. Oh, cause you
Mm-hmm.
know him. Oh yeah, we gonna give you about 3, 4 more years.
Oh yeah.
We gonna tack on another 3 years because you know him, or we seen you with him. Yeah, you finna get it, bruh.
Yeah, they don't play it. They don't play it, especially like up here in Virginia. Hell no. They don't play
That's what
that
I'm
gang
finna
shit.
tell you. That's what I'm finna tell you, Winston. You in a tough spot up there.
Yeah, I'm in the Commonwealth. Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't play that shit
you're in
at
a tough
all.
spot over there, boy. So some of your motivation was from what you know. Because if JPJ was up there where you at, mm,
Yeah, but the Friday there.
yeah, that'd have been a whole different ball game. So
Like up here in Virginia, if JPJ caught the same charge up here in Virginia, they would have fried his ass. Ain't no if and buts about it. All the money in the world, he would have got some time.
yep,
I'm
yeah.
sorry,
Hey
he
man,
will get
look,
some
when I
time.
drive through Virginia, man, I'm a whole different person, man.
You gotta be.
It's talking about Virginia is for lovers. Yeah, it's all right. It's
Shit,
for lovers, all right.
Virginia, Virginia is for locking your ass up.
You're right.
That's what Virginia for. Virginia, I've never seen a state as petty as Virginia. Any chance or opportunity that they can give you some time, they're gonna give you time.
Yeah,
If it
you're
ain't no
right. That's
more,
what the thing I don't like about
if it ain't
Virginia,
no
man.
more than a week, 2 weeks, they're gonna give you some time.
They saw me with a tattoo last night.
Because uh, like all the jails and shit, they own like the judges have part ownerships of the jail.
We got stock in.
And then when you go to the jail, you gotta pay rent. You gotta pay per day just to be in jail.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all some funny shit though. When my little boy was little, right? We was driving through Valdosta going into like Tiff County. And you know they got a chain gang in Georgia, right? So my son was like, Dad, he was like, why they got all them black men out there working on the side of the road? I said, that's the chain gang, son. So the whole time my son been growing up, every time he see niggas, like niggas that be out there, like they be like, because he watched a lot of videos and shit like I do. He was like, Daddy, that's that chain gang activity, ain't it? I be like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know what not to do? He said, yeah, because I don't think I could go in a chain gang. I was like, yeah.
Man, I remember my uncle was on the chain gang, man, back in the 60s, early 70s. And they taught like, man, when you get on that chain gang, if you ever one of them rough units, man, that's a rehabilitation for you right there.
Hell yeah. I remember when I was locked up, I got thrown in the hole. I mean, nigga, I'm not going out there on no damn chain gang. Y'all can put me in the hole. What's the difference between the chain? What's the difference between me not going out there? I'm already on 23-hour lockdown. You know what I'm saying? What's the damn difference? Y'all gonna put me in the hole for 24 hours? I don't care. I ain't going out there for chain gang. Y'all get niggas out there on the chain gang just so y'all can get, you know, some cigarettes so y'all can come back and make roll ups and shit so y'all can get honey buns and chips and shit. I'm not going out there to work on no goddamn chain gang.
They talk like it's rough out there, especially when them boys were digging ditches.
Hell yeah. Chopping weeds and shit, and niggas out there with hatchets and hoes and like, nah, I'm not going out there. Nah, for what? That shit, I ain't getting no extra credit for that shit.
Hey, and people think that thing with life was funny about the dude talking about the gun line thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's real with the chain gang. Them boys
Hell
don't
yeah.
they don't chase you.
No, they'll pluck your ass.
They just gonna
Shit,
pluck
like
you.
up here, up here, like um, so we got camps, and say like you get shipped to a camp. All right, you at a camp, and say you they you go out to work. If you go out to work and you escape while you out at work, you get 6 months. But if you done came back to the camp and got back in the confines of it, and then you escape, they smack you every year. And it used to be a train that ran right behind the jump. It was like if somebody really wanted to run, shit, you can hop the train. 'Cause the train come creeping down through the jungle every day. It don't never be wide open. It just creep on through there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, niggas can't.
the
Here
officer
at
out
Camp
there,
8.
that officer out there, keep a pistol on their hip. They keep a pistol on the hip, and right across from the jump, they had the training facility with the damn dogs and shit. And you see the dog them sitting there training the dogs all day long, and they sitting there looking at you. Go and start running if you want. If you can't get to that train before that damn dog get to you, that's your head.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a question. So now you probably did more reading or whatever than what I've done. What's the next move with what they're doing with this case?
Well, sooner or later he's gonna go on the commissioner exempt list because
Explain
he can't
that.
play, huh?
Explain that.
Uh,
The exempt thing.
so the commissioner exempt list is basically you're still employed with the NFL, but you're not authorized to play and
Okay.
do like team functions and stuff of that nature.
Okay.
So they may adhere it where he can go work out in the facility or not, but a lot of times they can sit there and say, what's going on, Ray Bud? Um, but a lot of times they sit there and say like you got to stay away from the team,
Okay.
like the team facility. All right, so he'll be on the commission exempt list until you complete the program, which is gonna be 6 months from now, which is like the end of October, beginning of November. All
So
right,
that's mandatory.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
because you can't play. You
Okay.
can't play right now. Well, That would be like part of his suspension. All right. So then, excuse me. So then you go to the actual suspension. All right. So for a domestic violence situation, suspension starts off at 6. It's a minimum of 6 games. There's no
Okay.
deviating from that. It's a minimum of 6. All right. And then they can add more games to it. Like if you got different escalators in your stuff. That's why I said like his suspension probably be somewhere between 6 and 10 games, which would pretty much effectively take him out for the entire season. Because if they put him on the commissioner exempt list, he can't start his suspension until after they take him off the list.
Wow. That I was going to ask you that. Wow. So
All right.
it's a strong possibility that he do not touch the field this season, even
I
in
mean,
even in postseason.
no. Like I think I put it to you like this: best case scenario, he just get the 6 games. He'll be back roughly like beginning of December. That's best case scenario. If he get put on that commissioner exempt list, then best case scenario he's back on the field beginning of December.
Can
Now,
can
huh?
I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions now, cause I want this is not just for me, this is for everybody else, so we can stop a lot of this speculating. So, does he have to go on the exempt list, or can they go straight to the 6 games?
So that's up to the league. But usually with a domestic violent situation, they can put you on the exempt list, especially because he got a program that he got complete. So you gotta
He'll
look
be
So,
you gotta look
he'll
at
be visiting the league offices in Atlanta real soon.
so,
no
so
if he don't go to New York.
if he settles, if he settles and under a different label of the incident, or can the NFL change how they handle it other than the therapy and say, well, okay, he's got a, I'm just going to use this for example. He's got a incident where there's a misunderstanding, and we're just going to settle it out and part ways because of what the evidence that we came up with. Would that still put him under the 6 game suspension?
All right. So because of the way the case played out, all right, they had enough evidence to go forward, right? But
Right.
because this is first offense, they gave him a deferment. Like the program is called a deferment. All right,
Okay.
that that's not an admission of guilt. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just more to the point of, hey, look, we can say the hassle, we can go forward with this jump. You can try your hand. It may go your way. If it don't, we go smoke your ass. What do you want to do? Take the plea. Get out of the way. All right. Now with them being able to drop the charges if he complete the program, like the NFL is going to sit there. What they're going to do? They're going to sit there and review it. All right. What happened? Da 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 da. Woo, woo, woo. That's what they're going to make their decision on whether he's going on the exempt list or not. 9 times out of 10, he's going on the exempt list. You might well go ahead, write that in your head because he got a program that he got to complete over a 6 month span. So you ain't gonna be playing football anyway. You're not gonna be playing football because those program is during the daytime. So you're not even gonna be able to really. You wouldn't have the time to practice, let alone being able to practice. That's why they're gonna put your ass on the exempt list. Now they could they could offer a a lower um how a lower section of punishments. I highly doubt it though, because usually like with a DV case, they usually stay on it. They stand on it because it is The league had to send a message to the rest of the league. You have to understand why you're getting punished, and you got to think about all the different type of fans, and you got to appease them too. So, not best way I can sit there and say it. Best case scenario for him is he get a 6 game suspension. Like I
That's
really
what
don't
I'm looking
see
at.
how they can go lower than it.
But I just didn't. Me, even though I would kind of just play it for what it's worth. But I would be like, if there's no official charges on me, okay, let me put it like this. You know how sometimes people go to court and they work out something and then they get the exempt. I guess that's what you call it when you take it off your record. What's that called?
Expungement. Expungement.
Expunged or whatever. So if this thing comes up and he goes to his attorney and say, "Look, man, obviously it ain't what it was, whatever. I want to get this expunged if I can." They get it expunged. I'm still saying that maybe the exempt thing won't happen and that he just get the 6 month suspension. I mean, the 6 game suspension just to say that, the NFL did recognize what happened and this was the protocol that we went to because of the outcome of the case.
Yeah, but like, all right, the exempt part that probably gonna end up happening like next week. To be honest, if you really want to be honest about it, 9 times out of 10 you probably get put on the list next week because they got the draft going on. Draft start of the day, whatever. So they ain't really gonna focus on it. They're gonna review everything because they're gonna get the actual court paperwork and they're gonna look at it. All right, well, get stipulations that are data. This is the evidence that are data. Because they can, like the NFL can get, they can ask his lawyer for a copy of the discovery. See what I'm saying? So all the
Mm.
information that Wakil's lawyers had, James Pierce Jr.'s lawyer has that same information. Like when 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 they find whatever, like they can drag their feet a little bit, but they have to give his lawyer the same evidence that they have, so they can build a ample enough defense for him. All right. So the NFL will most likely sit there and um, holler at his lawyer, get a copy of the discovery, and go through it. And then 9 times out of 10, that's where they're gonna make the decision and put him on the example. Like it ain't gonna be a scenario where it could be almost up to the beginning of the season and then they decide to make a decision on it. Like nah, because like training camp and stuff, OTAs and all that about to crank up. So they're gonna make a decision soon because we just got through voluntary. OTA is mandatory. So you need to know whether you can be out there with your team or not. So they ain't gonna drag their feet on.
And is the exempt list
No doubt.
mandatory 6 months?
No, the
Or
exempt list
can you do an exempt list for 2 months?
that's he can get it. But back to the league off and they make a decision they want to take this and let's
You breaking up, Winston. I guess
you
once.
there.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Can you? All right, there we go.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Can
Okay,
you hear
I can hear you
me?
now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But see, I'm
Yeah,
just maneuvering around it because if I was his agent, based off of, of course he gonna be in the meetings that we don't know anything about, but I would be trying to see, what's the quickest way that I can get my client that, by the way, was not found guilty of the charges back on the field. Now, does the exempt list affects the pay of the contract?
Yeah, I don't think you get paid while you're on the exempt list.
That's why, and if
Not
I'm
not
the
not not if you're on a punishment reason.
well, if I'm the agent or whoever, oh yeah, we got to try to get my client back on the field, man. He was found not, he wasn't even tried, and I know y'all got the evidence, but we got to go with what's on the record too. We got to go with the
Yeah, but
findings of the judge.
true. But at the same time, you gotta look at it too. He got a whole program he got to complete. So
That's
you ain't gonna
fine.
get on the field anyway while you doing that.
Is the
He's like,
treatment 6 months?
yeah, the program is 6 months. He signed up for that
Oh,
this morning. That's why I said like just because the program itself, he's not getting on the field before the first 2 months
man,
of the season anyway.
dang. Yeah, we
Yeah,
probably
because
see him in December.
that's what I'm saying. Like best case scenario is he gets 6 game suspension, and he come back in December. That give a couple of games for him to get in the football shape, and hopefully we go to the playoff. He be back ready to rock. You know what I'm
Don't turn into Godzilla.
saying? It's very
Yes,
possible
sir.
that he bulk up. I will tell you because like you can do the training, you can do workouts and stuff, but you're not doing football. Like you're doing football workout, but you're not doing the specific things that the team will have you doing.
Right.
So I mean, hell, it's possible. If you see him, he come back about 10, 15 pounds of muscle on. It's possible.
Hey man,
Like the
are
stupid,
y'all doing anything on the draft tonight? It is tonight, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. The draft started
Okay.
tonight. Um, our draft show started at 7:30.
Okay. Okay.
That way we can chop it up a little bit before the draft starts. Cause the draft started at 8.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, so we're doing all three days of the draft.
Oh, okay. Hey man, are you planning to come to Carolina for a game? Or you but I know that the schedule's not out, but have you thought about coming to that Carolina
Yeah,
game?
I usually do.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know Wolf said he gonna try to go to that game also. That's why I was just trying to, see how many of the content creators gonna be there.
Oh
Uncle
shit,
Steve
we can
probably
all
come
link
up,
up.
him and Big Low.
All right, if Uncle Steve coming up, John probably if I'm going to the game, John probably come up too,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
Hey man, that'll be a good
grab a
move
seat.
right there. Yeah.
All right, we all can link up.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Ain't no lie to it. Cause I mean, like from my house down there to the stadium is like about 5.5 hours. And
Mhm.
like
Oh,
when we play the Commander, I usually go to that jump. Cause that shit ain't number like 2 hours
I'm about 3 hours from there,
from what the Commander
from
jump.
DC. Yeah, from the Commander. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you ain't that far from me. out here in Richmond.
yeah,
So you right there on the other side of South Hill.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how far is Richmond from Alexandria?
About like an hour 15 minutes, hour
Okay.
30.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
some
no,
people and I got some people in Alexandria right across the river.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
from DC.
no man that far from me.
Okay.
Like I can get to DC roughly in about the same amount of time it take me to get to Virginia Beach.
Okay. But yeah, man, man, this
Murder.
is the first time I've been on the eye test though. Drop the link on me. Hey man, it's the first time I've been up on this. I've been on a few though.
Man, call through. I drop the link every time we do the show. We drop the link.
Oh, okay, okay.
The door,
Well, I
yeah, the door
saw it, but
always
maybe
open.
I thought that you were just dropping it for the people that normally come on, like Zay, like you shot him the link, and I was like, well, I'll check y'all boys out. Last night.
Man, that link for any and everybody.
Oh, okay.
That why we put it in the chat. Ray Bus said he used to stay off King Street and in Alexandria. Yeah, you put the link out there. Anybody want to come on talk football or whatever? That's what it's for. 3:30 you gone. Hey,
Hey,
3:30.
I got cut off, man. But anyway, hey, man, I appreciate you dropping the link, man. And I ain't know it was for everybody. So if it's something that I can talk about, I jump on with y'all.
Yeah, man. That what it's for. Shit, I'm about
Okay.
to shut it down anyway because I gotta give me a nap in before
Oh yeah.
before we do this draft jump. Hey, we didn't get off last
Okay.
night till like 3:30.
Yeah, I know. I kind of drifted off a little bit, but yeah, I stayed up about that long. But look,
Man.
when the schedule come out, man, we're gonna have to talk about, um, I'm gonna try to go to the game, to the Carolina game. That way, I know I can meet some other content creators over there.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
we'll talk about it.
I'll come down for the for the for the away game. I ain't got no issue with
Oh,
that.
okay. I got you.
Last time I went, last time I went to the game, shit, it was like, man, it might have been like 100 people in the damn stadium.
Yeah, it was raining up something too, because I started to
It
go,
was
but
raining.
it was just raining, man.
Yeah, hey, me and the old lady went took me down. Man, we moved all around the stadium. They ain't stopping nothing.
Y'all
There wasn't nobody there.
y'all get on 85. You cut Crawford get on 85, right?
Take 95 down, then jump on 85. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Do you when you catch it, is it in North Carolina or you still in Virginia?
what 95? 95 right here.
No, I'm talking about when you get off and get on 85, when you catch 85.
Uh, I think when I caught it, it was in Virginia. I think it
Okay,
was
okay,
more
cool.
that far from the border.
I got you.
We just
Okay.
push on down.
All right. Like I said, man, when it come out, man, we'll talk and see, see if any way we can link up before that. But if not, we'll see you at the game.
Yeah, cause like if I come down there, I probably come down there. It'll probably be either that Friday or that Saturday. If it's a Sunday game, it'll probably be like that Friday or that Saturday. So I'll
Okay,
be down
cool.
there. Uh, we link up, chop it up.
Yeah.
We can do a show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely go do that. I'll be down with that now.
All right, ain't no lie to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Always. Well, all right, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'll be looking for the draft live tonight.
Yeah,
And
I'm
hey,
about to shut it down myself.
all right,
Let
then.
everybody know where they can find you at.
Well, man, y'all know where I'm at. I'm just the OG in the chat, man. Don't have no platform, but I get on any platform to drop that link talking about them Falcons. Um, that's what I do. Again, once appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah, ain't much to it. Um, and for us, everybody be coming back on at 7:30. Um, we'll be back on 7:30 for the draft first round. Cause they ain't no telling. Like they talking about Kyle Pitts may be on the move. So ain't no telling. We may have a first round pick. So we go start up at 7:30. Chop it up a little bit before the games. I mean the draft start up. Outside of that, y'all catch us on both of our Facebook pages, our Twitter page, our Thread page, and catch us here Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Start off Falcon Talk. Ain't no telling where the conversation will go, but you enjoy the ride along with my holla at y'all. Catch y'all tonight. Peace.